Liberal terms, Mr. Sowerberry, liberal terms. £3.
Well, as a matter of fact, I wasn't needing a boy.
Good, then it's decided. 1 parochial apprentice. £3, please.
If you don't mind, cash upon liking, Mr. Bumble. Cash upon liking. Oh, Mrs. Sowerberry! Oh, would you have the goodness to come here a moment, my beloved?
Stand there, boy. Hold your head up, sir.
Well, what is it? What you want? Ooh, Mr. Bumble.
My dear, I told Mr. Bumble that we might consider taking in this boy to help in the shop.
Dear me, he's very small.
Yes, he is rather small, there's no denying it, but he'll grow, Mr. Sowerberry. He'll grow.
I dare say he will, on our victuals and drink. They're a waste of time, these workhouse boys. They cost more to keep than what they're worth. But still, you men always seem to think you know best.
I did want to ask your advice, dearest.
Don't ask mine, get someone else's. I'm nobody. Don't consult me.
Well, there's an expression of melancholy in his face which is quite interesting. He would make a delightful coffin follower. Oh, not the kind of coffin follower to attend to the adults, but for the children's practice. It would be very novel to have a follower in proportion, my sweet.
It's a possibility. What's your name, boy?
My name's Oliver Twist, ma'am.
A singular name.
Aye, ma'am, and one of my own choosing.
Yours?
Yes, indeed. We name all of our fondlings in alphabetical order. Swubble was the last. Yes, T was the next. Twist, I named him.
An orphan then, Mr. Bumble.
Yes, indeed. The child's mother came to us destitute, brings the child into the world, takes one look at him, and promptly dies without leaving so much as a falling name and address.
Very well then, Oliver Twist. Do you think you could look like that gentleman up there?
Perhaps. If I had tall hair.
Never mind about tall
No,
hats.
the boy's quite right. These things must be done proper and correct. Get boy tall hat. Stand underneath the picture there, boy. Henry, really, it takes you twice as long to do anything as anybody else.
Delightful.
Very becoming.
Yes, yes. For once, Henry, you may have had a decent idea. Can you hold that expression for a long time, boy, with a crowd? Can you?
Yes, ma'am. I think so.
He's a born undertaker's beaut. I can see him in a black silk suit, following behind the funeral procession with his features fixed in a suitable expression. There'll be horses with tall black plumes to escort us to the family tombs, with mourners in all corners who've been taught to weep into. Then the coffin lined with satin, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Large enough to wear your hat in, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We're just here to glamorize you for that endless sleep.
You might just as well look fetching when you're
on with overeating, that's your funeral. Starve yourself by undereating, that's your funeral.
At your funeral, visualize the earth descending on you clod by clod. You can come back once you're buried underneath the soil.
We will not reduce our prices, keep your lives as usual. That's your funeral.
Not our funeral, that's your funeral.
I don't think this song is funny.
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Here's the boy, now where's the money?
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We don't hold